Hi, my name is Maricultura. I'm the trainer for Sustainable Seaweed Farming. Welcome to Video 3, Deployment of the Cultivation Lines and Planting of the Seaweed.
Euchema isociforme and Gracilaria crassissima are types of red algae that grow freely in shallow, calm waters around islands and patch reefs. The plant resembles underwater tumbleweed with yellow, rubbery branches stretching in all directions. Ensure there is sufficient seedlings available for planting. This is based on farm size. Ensure they are kept in the water or moist and out of direct sunlight. Seedlings being translocated should be kept in the shade, cool and moist with salt water to prevent mortality. Translocation should only be done with approval of local authorities such as the Belize Fisheries Department. Use only healthy seedlings that weigh over 50 grams, preferably 100 grams with more than 3 main thalli. Tie the seedling to the raffia using the taut line knot that is easily adjusted. Each plot, 50 feet by 50 feet, will require at least 1,400 seedlings to be tied. Therefore, request assistance where possible. Planted lines should be deployed at a site previously selected, which should consider the following. 1. No pollution. Polluted waters may result in seaweed mortality or poor seaweed and is a hazard to human health. Therefore, avoid areas known to be polluted. Avoid open areas where possible. This prevents drifting debris like sargassum or driftwood from damaging the farms. In areas with abundant seagrass, avoid trampling. Do not intentionally remove any seagrass as they serve as a haven and nursery grounds for other aquatic organisms such as lobster. Cultivation above grass should be minimum density to prevent shade in other seagrass habitats. 2. Depth. The ideal water depth for areas with sparse seagrass is 4 to 8 feet. The ideal water depth for areas with dense seagrass is 7 to 10 feet. But be sure to avoid trampling seagrass and coral formations. 3. Temperature. Temperature between 25 to 30 degrees Celsius is preferred as these are tropical species. Stagnant and shallow waters are not recommended as temperatures are higher in this setting and circulation is poor. 4. Grazers. Areas with lots of fish and grazers are not recommended, such as anemones, parrotfish, sea urchins, among others, as these will graze on your crop. 5. Salinity. The optimal salinity for Euchema isociforme is between 30 to 35 PSU, which is full-strength seawater. The optimal salinity for Gracilaria crassissima is between 20 to 25 PSU. 6. Campsites. Securing and maintaining adequate campsites, especially in remote areas, will save time and money. Having a campsite allows for better and constant oversight of the farm, preventing piracy and other related issues. Collaborate with locals to ensure your farm is safe. The campsite should also have a cool and dry place to store harvested seaweed away from other materials. Fresh water is necessary for your operation, so access to this service in your campsite is needed for your production and personal use. But rainwater storage is recommended when possible to ensure your operation is friendly with the environment. 7. Nutrient content in the water. Optimal nitrate content is 1 to 3 ppm. Phosphates should be 0.01 to 0.021 ppm. Too high or too low nutrient levels will result in seaweed mortality. 8. Closer proximity to fishing communities. Closeness to fishing communities allows better oversight of farms, greater frequency in maintenance, and less resources such as fuel to decrease costs. 9. Proximity to reefs. Farms should be set up at a safe distance from coral reefs to prevent damage to this fragile marine ecosystem. The idea is that this type of production helps communities and ecosystems not to cause further depletion to marine resources. 10. Collaborate. Ensure that collaborations and talks take place with other users of the ocean. For instance, boats navigating, fishing, tourism, farming, or other. Develop collaborations so conflicts are prevented and seek support when needed so projects are successful.
Ensure that you place all your materials that you need on the vessel that you're using. Once you've identified a suitable location for your farm, you must work at placing 2 cement anchors which your head rope will be tied onto. Your steel pegs needs to go into the hole that's in the middle of your anchor. Steel pegs will hold your anchor in place and ensure that those anchors do not move. You then place the other 2 anchors connecting the ropes from one to the other. Ensure that the anchors are spaced out enough to have the ropes tightened. You then start filling in your cultivation lines onto both of your head ropes. A regular fisherman's knot can be used to tie the cultivation lines onto the head rope. Ensure whichever knot you use that you're able to release it. Remember, you will be returning to remove these cultivation lines whenever you're harvesting. As well, you have steel pegs that will be used to tighten the cultivation lines. 3 lines can be tightened onto 1 peg on either side of your 50 by 50 structure.
After you've established your 50 by 50 plot and you're at that stage to start planting, it's important to ensure that you secure your seeds properly onto your raffia. You would need to then create a double loop within the seed, trying to secure the seeds with the thicker stems. You make a little knot within the seed. Remember, when you're harvesting, you may need to remove to undo that tie. So if you could manage to create a tie that has a quick release, that would be ideal.